And robotics or humans, one's a product of design, the other is life. So the electric is like QR codes, the apps, even the telephone is through a binary plug. And it's no surprise that bubbles are a certain size. When there are miniature bubbles, you'd call them small bubbles. But if there is a smaller bubble than a miniature bubble, you would call it froth. You'd call it foam. The range between foam and a small bubble, however, is just denoted as a bubble because foam is more conspicuous. So you'd be more comfortable calling a bubble a small bubble instead of it being a foam. And if foam is conspicuous, what's more conspicuous than foam is film. A film. You know what an oil spill is, right? And you see like a rainbow colored oil on top of concrete. That's a film. Here, I've got to take the long route. I got to walk all the way down the road because I can't cut across. I don't want to mess up an operation of a construction. I'm going to have to walk all the way down the road until there's no road with construction. Then I can pass around the outer edge. But if I was purple on a plant, I could just pepper the leaves in the middle, do a little bit of both, and since it's natural, it's going to not be screwed as if I was walking through the construction. If I was natural to it, then I would not be scrutinized. But as of right now, I feel liable because I'm not looking like a construction worker and I'm walking through multiple cones. Despite me being on the gravel has been cut, signifying more of construction, even though it's not on the road with a purely construct site. I am pushing the limits to get to the edge where I can cross on an area that is not construction site. Got you. So one of the best things that I think I've ever thought, there's the electronics, and they have electronic waves. These electronic waves are photons. They keep going, man. The speed of light is constant and is going to be like hitting stuff like through it or absorbing off of it. But at any rate, it's going at the same rate. And then one thing that is different than light is sound. The sound design. If you hold a microphone or a bullhorn straight up in the air, it's going to propagate out. But when those waves are going out, they're going to be hitting off of stuff, pluming outwards so smallly that it's going to be as the light wave is, which is meaning it's flush. But the difference between light is that it's going at its speed of light, it's never changing. The sound waves are not going at the speed, they're changing and decelerating the more that they hit off stuff, the more that they reflect off stuff. If you point a bullhorn at a building, it's going to reflect off of it, and that'll be damping. It'll get damped and slower. Ostensibly, this is a product by design. I've heard of people who take their dolls into theaters and buys them popcorn. I think I heard that happen one time, maybe 2 times. And I'm scared to carry a teddy bear because I'll look loony. It's like if you're going to war, you need like a shield and a sword, where they're attacking humanity. So you need to look a bit closer, and you're gonna see it's more purple in the middle, sort of, if you combine all of them together. But more shockingly, it's got little points of purple. Plants that get purple naturally is no different than the sound that like a laser makes. A laser can make a sound if you throw an object down a well. The well, as it hits the sides of it, will go ping, 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 ping. Or the sound of scratching. If you scratch something, it'll make a really high-pitched shriek. And that's a normal thing. And encryption is like a thing that can be broken, and part of that is how computer operates. Encryptions can be QR codes. Anything can. If you want to design your body to be an implication of a QR code, so be it. You can get one, and actually have done that. Not purposely, indirectly, I was given one. Without QR codes, else can be done is apps on a phone. If you get an app on a phone, that's one way of branching out something that you need, other than just going to the mail to do it. Send it in a PDR file, or get it in an app. And these safeguards are not being implemented by the Treasury, which is with the IRS. The IRS, who has more tabs than the medical system would have. The medical system is widely renowned for embarking upon safety and security. If there was like rust in the ground or something, like that would give reason at why all these grasses are turning purple. These grasses are turning purple, like they have tie-dye. If you have a flower and you put the flower, if you have a flower and then you put colored dye inside of the flower's pot, the petals will turn into the color of the dye, very much of like what that grass is portraying.